Hello friends and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a prepping subject. One of the things that is discussed a lot, I'm asked about it, other people ask about it. They're always wondering, what about these groups? Do you want to join a group? Or should I join a group of preppers? Because I don't own land. I don't have a bug out location. So my friend has a bug out location. He's invited me to join his group because I have a skill set I can offer or for whatever reason. Should I join this group? Okay. I, for one, have never been a proponent of the prepper groups where you have a landowner who invites you to bring your immediate family and you can have a spot here, and because if you have something to offer to the group, whatever particular skill set you might have, because these are people that are looking at a long-term survival situation depending on whatever S.h.t.f event happens. So you would want to surround yourself with people who have certain skills. You could use a carpenter, an electrician, a doctor, a vet, whatever. Um, and there are good reasons for that. I personally don't subscribe to that theory, um, because you want to vet the person you're inviting into your group, but you don't really know. It could be your brother, your best friend for life, whoever. You don't really know how they're going to react in a real apocalyptic situation. You can't know, and they can't know, and you can't know how you're going to react. So, you've set up these guidelines. Okay, I'm going to allow you and your spouse and your two sons to come to the property when S.h.t.f happens. Well, what if he shows up and says, "Look, I can't leave my sister. So I want her sister and her husband coming here too." Well, you haven't made plans for that. They don't have the supplies for that. What are you going to do to your best friend? Are you going he's not going to be able to tell his sister no. Are you going to be able to tell him no, even though he has all of his supplies there and he's put in the time and the effort to make this a viable place? Are you going to turn him away? Those are the things you got to think about when it comes to a group at a compound. Now, prepper groups where we all get together and we discuss prepping and we come up with ideas, we share ideas and thoughts. That's one thing. I'm talking about your group at your compound. Better security, better, reliability, getting things done before the situation gets fixed and gets back to normal. If it's a long-term, grid down situation or economic collapse or whatever you're prepping for, you know. Like I said, I don't subscribe to that. Me, Gail, the boys, and Max. That's who's going to be at St. Bernard Acres. That's all I need, you know. There are a couple of people that, yes, if you don't have any other place to go, you're welcome. But I'm not inviting anybody. I'm not taking applications over the internet like some people do. You know, you don't have to pay to join my group. You know, you don't have to offer up something. And uh, you know, the two that I can think of that are allowed to come, they don't have to have supplies out there. We're all going to do it together. But that's it. You know. Now, The reason why I don't agree with that, and the reason I want to caution some of you about joining group, I understand you don't have a place to go, you don't have a bug out location. There aren't any available hardly anymore. It's extremely difficult to find property to set anything up at. But I'm going to give you a scenario and an example of why I think this could be a bad move. Y'all know Preppernurse1 and his compound there in New York. And he's made many videos about his group of people, and his group is all going to meet there at his property. One of them's got a camper there, and he's gone out and fixed it up and put solar panels on Ed's array there, and has the wires run to his cabin or whatever. And I think his another sister or niece or somebody has put a storage building out there. It's filling up with supplies. His other sisters brought supplies out there. He made videos, 3 or 4 years ago about all this stuff coming in for other people. So that's cool. You got the group. They're all parking all their preps there, so that they're all going to be ready. Well, now you find out, oh, wait a minute, Ed bought property in West Virginia. Ed wants to move to West Virginia. He put up a video a couple of days ago. In March, he's putting his property up for sale in New York. It's going on the market. He's moving to West Virginia full time. Okay, I don't blame him. I'd get the hell out of New York if I had the opportunity, And he owns the property. It's totally 100% his, And I want to point out and make sure you guys do not try to interpret this or think that I'm trying to say anything, that Ed is doing anything nefarious. It's just not so. He's not that kind of a person, It's just, these are life choices, and this opportunity's come up, a much better opportunity. So he's going to have to take it, But how many people does that leave out in the cold now? How many people have to go there, get all of their stuff, and move it to some other location or in their apartment or house, wherever they're living, and have to start their whole plans over again? And let me tell you, there's some S.h.t.f about to come down. I don't know what it is, but something's going to be happening here pretty soon, and we all know it. You can feel it. It's in the air. Now is not the time to start from scratch trying to figure things out. You need to have already been prepared. The one guy has to come and get his camper off of there, find a place to put his camper. And there's nothing Ed can do about it. I don't, like I said, Ed's making the right decision because he does have to worry about his family. And New York is not the place to be as far as I'm concerned. So move. Are all those people in his group going to move to West Virginia to be on his compound with him? I don't think so, but who knows? Probably not. So that's just an example of one of the reasons why I don't want to be part of or invite people or, do a group, an S.h.t.f prepping group, because those kind of things can happen, So that was what the video was about, to give you all something to think about. I saw that video and it dawned on me, man, and all these people that helped him build up what he's got there in New York, it's really cool. I mean, the greenhouse somebody gave him, and all that stuff, what's he going to do with that? I don't know. It's all his, and now's the time. The value of property is crazy. Try to buy some. You'll find out. It's insane. I'm so fortunate that we bought, St. Bernard Acres when we did. And that's why it's worth me getting out there and getting it all fixed up, too. But yeah, you got to do something. I don't know what, but you got to do something. But if you get invited to join a group, or you want to join a group and they want you to, be a part of, think about stuff like that. Have a backup plan. You got to have a backup plan. These people might wind up now having to shelter in place because they don't have a bug out location to go to. So, and do they get their money back if they spend any money getting set up there? Do they get that back? And Ed's not the only one by a long shot. There are other people on YouTube who actually invite people out and charge them for a piece of, part of their property. They don't get deed to anything, but you can pay them, and you can put a storage building out there, and you can pay to have electric run to it. You can pay for all that stuff. If they decide to sell it, then you're out. That's the things you got to be careful of. That's all I got to say. This is Sunday, January 16th. Winter Storm Izzy is knocking at the door. We got a little sleet coming now. Had some flurries. Now we got sleet. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. And we're supposed to get the heavy snow tonight. So I'll be trucking it into work tomorrow. Gail's not going to go to work. I am sure of that. But I'll go in. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go. I have to go to work. Otherwise, stay off the roads, folks. Hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you have a good week coming up. Remember, hunker down. Hopefully you're prepared for this. Well, this is the kind of stuff we prepare for. This storm could knock us out for a few days. We lose power. It's icing. You're going to lose power. We got a couple generators ready. We can have lights, we can have TV, and we can have our refrigerator and freezer plugged in. We'll be okay. We have plenty of food. So, little things like that you got to be ready for. We didn't have to go running to a store and find all the empty shelves because everybody else bought all the milk and bread. Think about that stuff. Just little things, and you'll be fine. This is Joe, and remember to like, share, comment. Check and see if you're subscribed, because YouTube's been kicking a lot of people off the subscriber list. You may not even know if you're subscribed. Ding that bell so you get notified when I upload, more content. Working on my merchandise. I've got new merchandise down if you want to go look at that. See anything you might want to order. My PayPal address and P.O. Box, everything if you want to help support the channel. It needs it. But I'm out. Oh yeah, one last thing. Who Dey? Cincinnati won last night. First playoff win in 31 years. Go Bengals. Who Dey? For sure. I'm out.